Hey everybody, it is I, Helgear, with the Snoopy's Town Tale update for you. So, our next event, which should be starting soon if it isn't already, we're going to the Wild Wild West. Time to roll to the Wild Wild West. So, as we can see, we got everybody dressed up like cowboys, including, yeah, that's right, we got Hop Along Sally, man. If the outfit is not called Hop Along Sally, this is a big miss by the Pixar development team. I'm gonna bust out a new Wild Wild West episode a little bit later this week. Also, the land issue. Yeah, hope you guys have said your piece on the land issue, because it is something that needs to be addressed. But in any case, we're going to the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. And with it comes a new character. So, let's get into our character showcase. So, as the update page said, Clara is going to be added to this event. So let's learn a little bit more about her. If you haven't figured out from this picture, you've seen her before. Clara is a minor female character in the strip by Schultz, making her first appearance along with Sophie and Shirley in June 1968. In a series of strips set at summer camp. Peppermint Patty is her tent monitor. She appears in the movie Snoopy Come Home, in which she's voiced by Linda Eckrell, and sings the song Fundamental Friend Dependability. She is the minor villainess of the film. So, we have another antagonist coming into town, which is nice. We need more antagonists. Oh, Jesus. I said her name wrong. It's Linda Eckrell. Jeez. Yeah. I said her name wrong. That's wow. I gotta work on the blur on this. Due to the fact that Clara and Marcy look very similar, they both have short dark hair and glasses. Many readers think Clara and Marcy are the same person. The fact that they are not. Here's a better shot. With Sophie and Shirley here. So let's get that in a little bit more. The fact that they are not is possible due to the fact that Clara is much shorter and younger than Marcy. And unlike Marcy, her eyes are shown through her glasses. So that's going to be another interesting deal as far as telling who is who. Furthermore, they have different names, so they're not likely to be the same girl. Of course, we have to do with the different names and stuff. Close that. Many readers, however, believe that they are the same person. Age doesn't matter much in the world of the Schultz strip. Characters rapidly age all the time, so as better to fit in with the other kids. Sally Brown is a perfect example of that, as is Schroeder. Because remember, they started out as, well, babies that became the grown, regular age kids that they are. The fact that they have different names does not matter either. Schultz would be free to change the character's name if he wanted to. There are no other two characters who look so similar in the strip, with the exception of Linus and Rerun, who are brothers. So it is possible that Clara and Marcy are the same character. No, it is not. Let's make that perfectly clear. It is not. So we got a strip here. Look what I have, ma'am. Water-resistant diving watches.
That's great, Clara. Now you can time yourself when you're swimming.
Swimming? I can't lift my arms. Rocking the water wings. Good old Peppermint Patty rocking the good swim instruction thingy. There's evidence within the strip that Marcy and Clara are different characters based on a series of strips published in July '87. Peppermint Patty becomes the temp monitor again. This time, Marcy, Sophie, Shirley, and Clara appear again, appearing to be proof that they're not the same person. So they both exist in the same shot, just to let everybody know that both Clara and Marcy are two different girls. Alright, that makes sense. Makes sense. You gotta fix the paradigm. However, those who believe Clara and Marcy to be the same character have a disclaimer on that. Apart from the hair color, the 1987 Clara looks nothing like the Clara from '68. She doesn't wear glasses, has a bow in her hair, and is even younger than the previous version. Although characters do rapidly age often in Peanuts, there's no other character who has ever become younger. It is therefore possible that the 1987 Clara is a different girl who just has the same name. Schultz never revealed whether or not Clara and Marcy were intended to be the same character. Now, in Snoopy Come Home, she actually has a different role, which we're going to talk about right now. As we know, she's an antagonist, verbally singing in the song Fundamentality, Friend Dependability. She's first seen digging in the yard when Snoopy meets her. She then squeezes him by the neck and takes him into their house. Kids, don't squeeze your dogs by the neck. Asking her mother's permission to keep him. Thinking Snoopy's a stray, with her mother's permission to keep him. Clara ties him to a fence with a rope. Old school leashes. She then catches Woodstock, thinking he's lost, and asks for permission to keep him too. She then calls Snoopy, whom she thinks is a shepherd dog, is a sheepdog, Rex. Takes him in for a bath, then cross-dresses him for a tea party. When she pours him too much tea on his cup, some of it spills on the table and onto Snoopy's dress. She blames him for making his dress dirty, despite it being her fault, and spanks him. Typical imaginating girl. She yells at him for kicking on the door and stops him from making any phone calls. Scolds him for raising commotion and takes him to the vet, only for him to elude her while she gets attacked by the dogs. As Snoopy tries to rescue Woodstock, Clara comes home and chases him around the house with the leash. At one point, she bumps her head on the bedroom dresser when the two animals hide inside one of its drawers. They encounter each other in the bathroom, and as she chases after them, Snoopy pulls the rug cloth on the piano with a fishbowl. The fishbowl lands over her head, covering it up, while the fish continue to swim inside it, allowing Snoopy and Woodstock to escape. Ah, yes. Remember in the movie Snoopy Come Home, Snoopy's going back to Lila. Just to give you guys a little bit more referencing. An unnamed girl who is very similar to Clara from the movie is encountered by Snoopy in the strip from November 12, 1970. While traveling south for the winter with Woodstock, Snoopy stops to ask directions from a girl who is playing with a shovel and pail. The girl takes Snoopy for a stray and decides to keep him. In the following day's strip, Snoopy is seen tied up with a thick rope in the girl's yard. The beagle is rescued by Charlie Brown, who hears his dogs howl in despair in the strip of November 17, 1970. So there's quite the bit of confusion when it comes to both Marcy and Clara. So hopefully when we see the character build in Snoopy Town, that there will be a little bit of a discrepancy and difference between them. Kind of like how they made a difference in color and hair for Peggy, Jean, and Heather. But that's all for this one. Again, we'll go to the Wild Wild West in Snoopy Town a little later this week. I wanted to just touch in on the new character and let you guys know that we're going to be cowboys in the next update. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.